Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Well, back here at home, a nice few days, but possible changes coming, Alana. We know it's busy.
Definite changes coming, and it starts overnight and into tomorrow morning for southern Utah. Let's go ahead. We had some great pictures tonight and start off with our southwestern Wyoming sunset. Thank you, Doug, for sharing this one. This was near Lone Tree, but you can actually, I think that's Venus. It's not a lens flare. Looked it up. It's in a couple of different pictures. But also, we were just talking about fires. There is a fire burning near Zion National Park, the Blue Creek fire. Great shot of it coming from Scott. He submitted this on abc4.com. You can see it in the distance. Thank you, Scott. A smokier sunset in and around Iron County as a result. Scott and Susan shared these coming from Iron County with the sunset, and then Delta tonight. Thank you to Miguel for sharing this one. He's our Patriots fan. Thank you. Go Patriots. Thank you for sharing that tonight. We've got clear skies out there. I'm not a Patriots fan, but Miguel always asks me to say it, so thanks for watching. 70s for those highs today, 72 in Salt Lake, above average. 69 is typically where we are. We really saw a marvelous midweek. It was beautiful. Southwest flow brought those numbers back to average. 70s and 80s on the eastern side of the state, 88 in St. George. We really warmed things up considering that average is around 82, 83. Heading into tonight, clear skies along the Wasatch Front with 60s by the time we close out the news. Different story for southern Utah, where cloud cover is going to start to increase. 60 by 4 a.m., mostly clear skies. And then we've got sunshine in northern Utah tomorrow. We're going to start with quieter conditions. You're going to notice a few more clouds as we make it through the day. But southern Utah, they're starting with some wet weather. Clouds are increasing and they've got storms. As we look at our southwest flow, we've stayed dry today along the Wasatch Front for the last several hours. And that will change. Time-lapse video coming from our Black Desert Skycam. Soak up that sunshine, Ivans. They topped out at 90 degrees today because tomorrow the sun's not going to be out. Scattered storms are expected. Look at our wet weather potential in the southern portion of the state. This is for St. George. Scattered thunderstorms and showers with a surge of moisture headed our way. That's going to hold on through the close of the work week and even to a portion of the weekend. Let me show you the reason why. We have our warming trend with our southwest flow. We're watching that upper level low off the Pacific Northwest coast. We put this into motion. What you're going to notice first is that tropical moisture. It starts to move on in. Deep tropical moisture from what was Hurricane Priscilla gets caught up in our southerly flow. The positioning of this high also funnels that moisture further north with its clockwise rotation. And so we start to see that in southern Utah tomorrow morning, into central Utah during the day, and then even getting up north, eastern Utah is going to see plenty of it as well. This is going to bring plenty of moisture potential. Now, we focus on the low. Tropical moisture moves in, that low's hanging out, keeping us a bit unsettled. As we get into the weekend, this upper level low is going to move inland and also send a cold front through northern Utah. And with all of this moisture potential, we have the chance to see some storms. But we're going to see storms anyway, and it starts very early tomorrow morning. Excessive rainfall threat has been upgraded. What you're seeing in green is a marginal risk, meaning in the area in green, there's a 5% risk of flash flooding within 25 miles. Slight risk. Don't see this often, but this is for the southwestern corner of the state. That was upgraded this evening to the slight risk. That's a higher chance of excessive rainfall and flooding. Our flash flood potential has been increased. It's probable in all of the locations we love to recreate. Let me tell you now, tomorrow, Friday, and the weekend, not the time to be in southern Utah. Our national parks, you're going to want to stay out of low-lying areas. We've got a possibility of flooding in Arches, Canyonlands, and the Swell, but that all increases into Friday. Everyone goes probable. It's going to stay that way. Look at this slight risk become more widespread. Friday, from Castle Country to the Four Corners, across southern Utah, all the way to St. George, we have a high risk of flooding. Then we've got that marginal risk in green. That slight risk just means heavy rain, deep moisture in place. A flood watch has been issued. It goes into effect Thursday afternoon for central, eastern, and southern Utah. Burn scars are going to be susceptible. We expect plenty of alerts. Slot canyons are not safe. Excessive rainfall on the way. As we look at our rainfall forecast, we take the model numbers with a grain of salt. It just shows that the state is going to be getting measurable moisture over the next 3 days, from top to bottom, south to north, north to south. It's happening. How much? Well, that's in question. With tropical moisture, we get a lot of it. Here we are, 9 a.m. Between 6 and 9 a.m., the Four Corners are active. Southerly flow pushing in the cloud cover, even to Grand Staircase. We see those storms by the afternoon, walloping St. George. Iron County, still in south central Utah, and that's going higher up into central Utah with a few storms. north of Castle Country and over the Uintas. We get periods of storms, periods of precipitation Thursday night, and then you're going to roll with Friday. Look at the development in the West Desert that will move towards the Wasatch Front. Could be a soggy start to Friday. Eastern Utah stays active. Periods of storms are expected through Sunday. Our precip potential shows that. Temperatures with our southwesterly flow will be above average. Numbers in the low 80s with the help of those winds, active skies in the southern half of the state. Looking at the next 7 days, you see those 80s turning to 70s. This is going to be a big weather event. We like to warn you about it. We're going to see widespread thunderstorms with very wetting rains and a high flooding potential in southern Utah as temperatures fall into the 70s. Wasatch Front, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s. Who dropped the temperatures?
Oh, I know.
And who's going to pick them up? We get wet weather. That cold front Saturday into Sunday will bring cooler air.
I swear you said every number right there. That was all over the place.
We do a buffet.
I see a pattern.
Yeah, no, good observation. Best of luck to our sports games.